Hi, it's a beautiful day in sunny northern Michigan. It's actually, according to the weather service, minus 10 degrees. So yeah, it does feel a little nippy. This is my little treatise on survival bows and arrows. Now there are tons and tons of YouTube videos on how to make survival bows, but I'm going to take a different tack. I'm going to put my hands in my pockets too. And yes, I always wear shorts, unless it gets to be like 20 below and I have to be outside for hours. You get used to it. Anyway, I do believe that, well, first of all, I don't even know what they mean by survival bows. You get lost in the woods, so immediately you have to cobble together a crappy bow. Well, I've actually gone a week without eating one time when I was in the backcountry in Roosevelt National Forest, Rocky Mountain National Park, so I know you can go a while, so you might as well, if you are in seriously that state of survival, put together a decent bow. The time to learn how to build them is not when you're lost, but start now. A guy on YouTube had the greatest saying, you can't make them until you start breaking them, and that's true. Just start making bows. The one thing that I want to impress is that if you cut down a green sapling, or cut down a sapling and you're working with green wood, it's easier for woodworking, definitely to work with green bows. But wait a day or two. Don't just go out and make your bow, tiller it, yanking it back and destroy the thing. Wait a little while. Now in the case of this is odd. You probably have never seen like a finished bow that has the bark on it. This is striped maple, Acer Pennsylvanicum or something like that. Striped maple that has a really strong bark. Actually, that makes a good backing. So this striped maple bow, and you can see the benefits of waiting till it's dry, and then I even scorched the belly to dry it out even further. So this is the amount of string follow from my survival bow. Acer Pennsylvanicum, or it's striped maple. On the older trees, this was actually a small one, a juvenile. It doesn't have the green bark with the black stripes. That's why it's called striped maple. That would make just a really pretty bow. I didn't stitch a handle or do any fancy thing on because I want to be able to like heat this thing up. If it does eventually get string follow, I can just heat it up over coals. Even more than when I scorched it, to heat treat it and dry it out. And bend the handle back to get a reflex in the handle to get the flatness back in it. Very thin, a D bow. I'm actually kind of reluctant to draw it back all the way because it is minus 10. It's pretty damn cold and I don't know how the wood's going to react, but you can see from this the tillering is pretty good. I can pull it back to 45 pounds, tested. Nice snappy bow. I don't know what the draw length is. I pull it back to the weight, whatever that draw length happens to be. 45 pounds. And I'm not going to shoot this, but yeah, it's a good snappy bow, and as you saw, minimal string follow. I just wrapped a bandana for a handle so like sweaty hands won't mess it up. Stick that right there. Now, my survival arrows. Oh, I don't want to skip on this. Work it green, get it down as thin as possible, build a fire, heat it up, dry this thing. Don't pull it back any further than you have to until you get the moisture level down or you're going to ruin it. And it'll last for a lot longer, and if you have it strung for 6 hours, it's not going to like take such a set that now your 45 bow is a 5-pound bow. The arrows. I've got two, and I've got a stone point. It's flint, so it's really tough. And I've got, Ishi made these things, or Ishe. Little bird points, little small game points. They act like judos. If you don't know what a judo point is, just Google it. It's kind of like a little cage of sticks. I wish I could remember what kind of shafting this was. It was just like a couple of sticks that I had sitting around for years and years, and I forgot what kind it was. But anyway, they're composite. I've got a socket I made. You put like a sharp thing in there and you spin it, and you get like a socket in the main shaft, and then you can carve a little foreshaft. So if I break the front end of this, I can just separate it, and I don't have to go back and refletch things. Now when you're wandering around, I've found these turkey feathers in a box I had, but we also have wild turkeys here. other birds so you can find fletching. 2 fletches work too. If this is vertical, the string is this way. I find that at like moderate distances you can get by with just 2 fletches, one up here and one up here, that just run parallel to the bow. Another way to do it with turkey tails, scrape the vanes off, split the shaft, stick the turkey tail in there, feathers, and then just wrap it, so you don't even need to like really process the feathers. I have spiral rapacinu, and you can see kind of the rough outline of the feathers. I trim these things with an ember. You just take a little stick, get an ember going, and you can trim your feathers that way. Like that. I don't have a lot of points here. I'm just kind of enjoying the day, walking around. I'm going to put my gloves on, because it is pretty cold. There, now I'm warm. Is that the time to start learning how to make these survival bows isn't when you're out lost and you just have a knife. Is do it now. You can cut a sapling, work it green, get that good bend in there. There's plenty of videos on there. And then get practiced on how to like dry it out, maybe scorch the belly. So you're actually creating a good bow, not like just like these little junky sapling things that are tied together with paracord that initially will be like a 50-pound bow, and then after 20 minutes of being strung will go down to 15. Now how in the world are you supposed to be accurate with that thing when the draw weight changes every minute? Well, I guess that's enough. I just usually carry my phone around in case I have a tree fall on me and stuff, so I just felt like sharing this beautiful, beautiful northern Michigan splendor. Enjoy your day, and definitely start practicing making your bows and arrows now.